Hello, I'm Renee Poindexter, the chair of the Self-Design Foundation, and today I have the great pleasure of interviewing or connecting with Vanessa Cabrales, who comes to us from Austin, Texas. And Vanessa is an artist, and she's been specializing in a special tea ceremony and tea service called Gung Fu Chao. And she's an artist in every definition of. She's a piano teacher and a yoga enthusiast, and she has a big vision for her life. Welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I know you had lots of choices and you were looking for something. When you discovered the Self-Design Graduate Institute, what exactly were you looking for?
I was looking for increased professionalism. I had a lot of ideas, thoughts, feelings, and I couldn't articulate them in the ability or the way that I wanted to. So there was just inclination that, hey, I really want to get to this more professional level, more mastered level of communicating those thoughts and those ideas. And then another part of it was I wanted an education that was innovative, and I wanted an education that wasn't doing what the status quo does, because I wanted to learn, but in an environment where I didn't have to sacrifice relationships or other passions. I wanted my passions to continue informing what I was doing. So that was a big draw to self-design, and also just speaking to David, the dean and of the program or president. It felt like a good match. So it felt like a good pick.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
good. So how with this vision of bringing forth your true essence in a more professional way so you can bring it to the world, how is the Self-Design Graduate Institute helping you with that?
They provide I would say they provide a container and resources in the sense of a lot of guides, mentors, teachers, professors that have expertise. And so different expertises in different fields. And so there's this comfort where you can match up with someone who's really dedicated to their work, and you can find who works for your type of personality. Everybody looks for different ways of learning, or looking for different types of information, or want to build different ideas or visions. So I am thankful that self-design just provided the mentors that would fit with what I needed, even though I wasn't sure of what I needed. I really want to highlight that part. It's okay to not have a clear idea what you need. You can kind of go with your hunches and see what unfolds.
And so you've been with the program how long now?
I suppose 2 years. Yes, 2 years. I'm in last 3 quarters, moving into my thesis work, and in 2 quarters. Yeah, yeah.
Fabulous.
Mhm.
So it sounds like you're kind of in the driver's seat of designing what's unfolding for your particular purpose and passion in life, and you got support in order for that to unfold. Is this quite a bit different than other learning environments that you've participated in?
Oh my goodness. It's different, and it's innovative, and it's powerful. The learning environment that self-design provides is one where there's a lot of respect. There's a lot of respect between a guide and a learner. And that's helped me and respect myself for my visions. I think that the world, we live in chaotic times, and there's a lot of chaos, and there's a lot of static, and there's a lot of status quo and norms that isn't necessarily beneficial for compassionate living. And I don't see any other way to live but to be compassionate, to strive for peace, however difficult it is. Um, and I see that as a forefront to education and to learning. And so this program creates a suitable container depending on what your needs are.
Okay, fabulous. So this unfolding, the learning, it's like it's making a difference because what you are unfolding and creating is what's next for you in your life. It's not separate. It's not like you're getting this degree so you can go do something later.
No,
you're,
no,
you're designing it now. Is that right?
no, exactly. And I think that's a relief with this program. It's not about to do something later. It's about how can you start embodying that professionalism. For example, when I started the program, I wanted that more professionalism. It wasn't about, oh, when I finish the program, now I'll be a professional. No, it created this container where I can embody that throughout the program, where I was really respecting these ideas and thoughts I were having and learning how to weave them and learning how to design them in my life.
Exactly. So you actually have a vision for a organization that you're creating that actually embodies your passion for peace.
Mm-hmm.
And that ties in so many of the things that you've been doing between your yoga, your tea ceremonies, and the future learning environments you want to bring forward on the planet. So it's very powerful. It's an integral. A lot of people go, well, what's integral learning? You know, isn't it when it all comes together, your true essence and no separation, bringing that forward?
Mm-hmm. It really is. And I want to emphasize that it's also getting in touch with different strengths, like the self-designing aspect is really letting these other strengths emerge to help facilitate that vision. And self-design gave me that container, because basically what yoga teaching and piano teaching and tea service does for me, it takes me into spaces of a lot of deep listening. And so I have a strong point in that, but self-design has tapped into this other ability of me being a connector, of being a visionary, of embracing different viewpoints, of being really sensitive to the difficult journey of unlearning what the status quo wants you to believe in. So that has been very helpful. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, that authenticity is obviously very present with you, Vanessa. Thank you so much for your time today. And for those of you that are watching this and you're feeling like, wow, I want to know more, pick up the phone or send an email. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to learn what you'd like to design. We'd love to support you. And we'll love, Vanessa, that you call them our faculty guides. It's a completely different environment than your traditional learning environment. We can actually be yourself and unfold your genius. If you want to live the life you were meant to live, check us out. We can help you get there.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you.
Thank you.